a free VST plugin for pretty much any situation. In this video, I'm going to do a quick review of the TDR Molotok VST plugin from Tokyo Dawn Labs. And my first impressions of it are, why is this thing free? I'm Zane, welcome to Simple Green Tech, and Molotok is a free VST compressor plugin that's supposed to sound good on pretty much everything in the mix. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to test it out on several sources in a mix, and we'll see how it sounds. And if you want to grab this free VST plugin for yourself, I've linked to the Tokyo Dawn Labs website down in the description. But right now, let's jump in. All right, so first off, I'm just going to try it on this drum sampler here with an 808 drum track. So you can hear how it evens things out a little bit there and kind of tames those highs a little bit. Now let's hear how it sounds with the other instrument here. All right, so that helped to blend it in a little bit so it wasn't overpowering the bass. Now we'll check it out on a quick vocal.
Hey girl, you're looking regular. I prefer your friend, can I go to bed with her? With you I have been, but I haven't been with her. You know how I am, can you put in a good word? Hey girl, you're looking regular. I prefer your friend, can I go to bed with her? With you I have been, but I haven't been with her. You know how I am, can you put in a good word?
And you can hear how it just brings that vocal forward. So let's hear how it sounds with the other instruments.
Hey girl, you're looking regular. I prefer your friend, can I go to bed with her? With you I have been, but I haven't been with her. You know how I am, can you put in a good word? Hey girl, you're looking regular. I prefer your friend, can I go to bed with her? With you I have been, but I haven't been with her. You know how I am, can you put in a good word? Hey girl, you're looking regular. I prefer your friend, can I go to bed with her? With you I have been, but I haven't been with her. You know how I am, can you put in a good word?
So you can hear how it brings it forward and it makes it stand out and pop over the other instruments there. I actually really like this on the vocal track. So that's how it sounds on a drum bus and on a quick vocal clip. And I'm going to get into some more demos in just a bit, but first let's look at the user interface and the controls. And what I really like is that it's very well laid out. It has a nice big VU meter in the center here, and that shows the gain reduction. But also, if you click, it can show you the total gain, or you can put it back to gain reduction. I like to keep it in gain reduction mode. And then you have your typical controls like your threshold, your attack, release, makeup gain, and ratio. Plus, you also have a knee control down here, so you can control the knee a little bit. And then in the center here, you have this weird knob. And what this does is it switches the compressor between 3 modes, and it's weighted so you can have a little bit of each mode as you're turning this. And mode 1, which is all the way to the left, this is alpha mode. And in alpha mode, the compressor reacts almost immediately. And then if we turn this more to the center, it starts to go into beta mode, which is the dead center here. And this is a dual stage release circuit, which reduces overcompression artifacts on complex program material. And then if you turn it this way to the right, you get into Sigma mode. And in here, the compressor action is delayed and the attack passes through almost untouched. So the tip here is to use Alpha and Sigma mode on individual tracks, and then you can try the beta mode on buses and groups. TDR Molotok can be used in mono mode or stereo mode, but it can also be used as a sidechain compressor, which is pretty cool. And then over here, you even have the sidechain high pass filter. And then you also have this other modern touch, which is the dry mix knob. So you can adjust how much dry and mix signal you have here. This compressor actually reminds me a lot of my hardware Comp 54 from Golden Age projects, which I really like on bass guitar. But where this compressor has an advantage is it can be run in stereo mode, whereas my hardware one is only mono unless I buy two of them. Apparently it's not modeled after any specific hardware, but Molotok's behavior is definitely inspired by vintage gear. So let's test this free VST out on some other instruments, and I'm going to start with bass guitar. And you can hear it just makes the bass guitar sound nicer, kind of smooths it out a little bit, and brings some energy to it. So let's hear how it sounds in a mix. So that's on bass guitar in a mix. Sounds pretty good to me. In my opinion, TDR Molotok is a great free VST plugin that you can find a use for throughout your mix. Again, why is this thing free? And if you want to check out even more free VST plugins, click up here. Or click down here to see what YouTube recommends. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Simple Green Tech, I'm Zane. Keep creating, and we'll talk soon.